It was the day after Christmas, 1996. In the quiet, affluent city of Boulder, Colorado, the Ramsey family home should have been filled with holiday cheer. Toys were unwrapped, memories were made, but something was terribly wrong. Patsy Ramsey woke to find her 6-year-old daughter, JonBenét, gone, vanished. In her place on the back staircase was a note, a ransom note, 2.5 pages long, demanding $118,000, almost exactly the amount of John Ramsey's recent bonus. A coincidence? Patsy frantically dialed 911. "We have a kidnapping! Hurry, please!" she pleaded. The police arrived, friends and family soon followed, filling a house that should have been a sealed crime scene. They waited for the kidnapper's call between 8 and 10 in the morning, but the phone remained silent. The hours ticked by, each one heavier than the last, filled with growing, suffocating dread. Around 1 o'clock, Detective Linda Arndt suggested John Ramsey search the house one more time. It was a suggestion that would lead to a discovery far more horrifying than anyone could have imagined. John Ramsey descended into the darkness of the basement, and there, in a small, windowless room, he found her, his daughter, JonBenét. She was wrapped in her favorite white blanket, a cord around her neck, duct tape over her mouth. This wasn't a kidnapping. The basement became the dark heart of the investigation. Around her neck was a garrote, fashioned from nylon cord and a broken paintbrush handle. The paintbrush came from Patsy Ramsey's art supplies. A strange detail, wasn't it? The ransom note was written on a notepad from inside the house. Some experts saw similarities to Patsy's handwriting. But why would a mother write a ransom note for a child already dead in her own basement? Outside, the snow offered more riddles. There were no footprints. None. A broken basement window seemed like a point of entry, but below it sat an undisturbed spiderweb. Was it staged misdirection? A bowl of pineapple was found on the kitchen table. JonBenét's autopsy revealed undigested pineapple in her stomach. Her parents said they didn't remember giving her pineapple. So who fed her? Another baffling piece in a growing mystery. From the beginning, suspicions swirled around those closest to JonBenét. John and Patsy Ramsey found themselves under an intense, unforgiving microscope. They hired lawyers quickly. Critics said they weren't cooperating fully with police. Was it guilt, or desperate maneuvering of a family under siege? Patsy Ramsey drew intense speculation. The ransom note, the paintbrush from her art kit, evidence seemed to point inward. Patsy was adamant. She loved her daughter. She would never harm her. But whispers followed her until the day she died. But what if it wasn't the parents? Several individuals were investigated. The family electrician, a man who played Santa at their Christmas party. The intruder theory had one compelling piece of evidence: unknown male DNA found on JonBenét's clothing, a ghost in the machine. The investigation was doomed from the start. The crime scene was contaminated, evidence was trampled, and competing theories pulled investigators in different directions. That initial contamination created a fog investigators could never see through, a foundational flaw from which the case would never recover. In 2016, a bombshell report suggested the DNA was likely a composite from multiple people, possibly from the clothing's manufacturing process. The most compelling evidence for an intruder was suddenly cast into doubt. Every piece of evidence could be interpreted two different ways. The impact on the Ramsey family was immeasurable. Patsy died in 2006, never seeing justice. John has lived under a shadow for decades. For law enforcement, the case serves as a cautionary tale, changing protocols to ensure these mistakes wouldn't be repeated. The questions remain. Who wrote the note? Who tied the garrote? Who was the source of that mysterious DNA? Was it an intruder who slipped in like a phantom, or was the monster already inside the house? We may never know. The story of JonBenét Ramsey is a chilling reminder that sometimes the most haunting mysteries leave us with nothing but questions echoing in the dark.